To that feature, exactly as the deal said, it's made on the AIM edition, and our guest is sitting right across from us. And since he is made, and everyone who's made knows exactly how to utilize time efficiently. So please introduce yourself.
Good morning, Metro listeners. Good morning, Africa. My name is Michael Ngobeni from the company called M Sport Management.
M Sport Management.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What is the M Sport Management?
M Sport Management is a company which look after soccer players' interest.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So clearly, before you got to this point here, where you're looking after soccer players' interests, you had a road that led you here.
I had a long road,
Uh-huh.
I traveled. It was just a dream. I was just chasing my dream until I'm sitting here at Metro FM. It's still a dream come true as well. Yes, ma'am.
Let's go back to you chasing your dream. What is it that you had to do? How did you suffer, basically? Because you need to suffer somewhat to get to where you are right now. So what challenges did you go through as you were building to this point right here, where you are taking care of a sportsman?
Yes, ma'am. Look, I lost a lot of things. I also know I nearly lost my wife. I lost my 2 cars while I'm trying to sustain myself because I had to left my job in 2014 to start my own company. Because, I was just thinking like it's easy, you can get a player and make money because I didn't know the basics of the industry. So at the end of the day, I had to pay the bills, I had to sell my car and I had to sell second car. And I had to think twice if really I can make it or I need to go back to work, But yeah, God managed to give me strength and I was looking forward because I know exactly what I wanted to achieve, So yeah, I carried on moving. And also because of I was constantly in touch with soccer players. So they were encouraging me and friends as well to really carry on because one of my friends who introduced me to the industry, Josiah Mpono, he says to me, he tried 5 years down the line, he could not make a cent. So he says to me, carry on doing it, one day it will happen.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you get your strength when you lose everything? You mentioned your cars repossessed, you lost your lady. How do you get your strength to fight another day after having basically nothing around you?
You see, the thing is, I was always looking back where I started working, or selling. So still, I was seeing myself as a chosen one, because my life was improving, but at a slow pace. So I look back, I used to sell in the street, then I find myself, okay, I end up in Santin from selling the street to sell Rolls Royce, Then I said to myself, I think I can do it. Let me just carry on, Yes, ma'am.
Well, it is a very interesting journey, and we, if you're just joining us and wondering who is our maid guest at exactly 9:37 on the AM edition, the 1st of June, born from a Zimbabwean father, South African mother from Makaru, Limpopo, and grew up in Davidton, Benoni, went to primary school in Zimbabwe, and did high school in Benoni Nashville High School. Is Michael Ngobeni. Interesting story, interesting journey. And if you look back at the journey, the challenges that you've had to go through, what would you say was the most important that actually prepared you for the person that you became as a man that is managing now, that is a sports player?
You see, the thing is, when you are down in township, in township, you're sitting there, you don't have work, but you're thinking, one day I need to manage a soccer player. One day I wish I could just bump into E2, or into Opamanyisa or whoever, Then you think maybe this is a joke, maybe I cannot do it. But as you carry on pushing, and dreaming, and start trying to associate yourself with people who are in that industry, which is not easy. But that's where you start seeing the light, and see, I think it's possible, Let me catch a train, let me go to Santin, let me try to go to the stadium. Maybe if I turn around the corner, maybe I'll meet the coach and say hi. You know, so those things, they made me carry on doing it. You see, but the most important one is I never forget what I wanted to achieve.
So you had a dream, and nothing was going to deter you from achieving that dream, whether it's not having transport, whether it's not having direct communication to the people that would eventually become part of your business. We're talking about the sports players, the soccer players now. And whether or not there is an appointment set, it's not going to stop you. You are going to go where they congregate, and maybe you take your chances, basically. And maybe things might happen. And in your case, that's exactly what ended up happening, because you took the chances.
I took a big chance, you know. But you know, when you listen to other people's stories, read books, you know, checking documentaries, then you start realizing that, you know what, these are also people like me, you know. They made it, you know. They made it from the street, from nothing, you know, from zero to half. So I said to myself, I can do it. But I started to see the light when I get my first job. You know, if you want to go back a little bit, when I get myself job of my life, then I said, okay, I'll get a job. It was in the mall then, you know, so malls were very important. So I got a job at Wimpy, you know, as a runner, you know, a runner. You pick up plates and all that. But I didn't know that I was not going to get paid. But I was excited because I just wanted to be out of the environment of township. You know, I wanted to be in town somewhere, you know. So from there, so always my life was changing, but at a slow pace. Because now I was looking back from Wimpy, I went to the furniture, then here I'm at car industry, you know.
And not just any car industry, we're talking about like luxury and sports cars.
That's where I end up, you know. But I started from Ford and Mazda, then I went to Chef. Then I end up at Rolls Royce. Then I said to myself, wow, I was selling this in township. Here I am, 25 million car, you know.
So I wonder how far I can go if I really push it.
Is what I'm saying. So I always look back and said, I think I can do this. You know?
Now, let me ask you quickly as we wrap up. Now you are where you are. You've got your own business. You are managing, you know, soccer players. Can you tell us which soccer players are registered in your company? Which ones are you managing?
Yes, I can. I've got Tedai Ndoro from Orlando Pirates, Dove Ome. Currently on loan on Orlando Pirates as well. Currently, Michel Catrairo. He just also joined us with Edmore Chirambadare, Kaizer Chiefs, Luis Macha, Kaizer Chiefs. I've got Wandisi Red Tabika, Celtics. Then I've got Walter Msona, Polokwane City. Then I've got Donald Mbambo, he's playing currently in Tanzania. Then I've got Edward Mangere, he just left Kaizer Chiefs now. I've got Ian Nekati, FC Platinum in Zimbabwe. I've got Ronald Fumbizai, Caps United in Zimbabwe, and Tafadzwa Rusike, also at Caps United. These are just senior players. We've also got juniors as well, under 15s, under 12s.
So someone is looking for your type of service. How can they get hold of you?
They can get hold of me at info@msportmanagement.com. Or they can send the SMS to 082 591 3525. We're ready. We never get tired to service.
No, you can't get tired, especially when you know where you're coming from. You can't afford to go back there.
Exactly.
And this is Michael Ngobeni, and of course he is of the Sport Management Property Limited, which is an integrated management company specializing in the representation of professional footballers in Southern Africa, and formed by Michael Ngobeni in 2012 with a vision to provide and educate support to professional footballers. And he is the man that is made on the very first week of June. And now, we continue, and Michael, all the best to you, my brother. And just keep on doing what you're doing and encouraging others to, you know, being a positive light, basically.
Yeah, continue telling your story.
Thank you very much. I appreciate for giving me the opportunity to come to Metro FM. remember it was also my dream to come to Metro FM. So yeah. I made
Another
that
box ticked.
Yes, sir.
There